No, I think I've had a problem with it, but it's recording now.
Okay.
The new camera.
Well, very good, nice job, John.
Say hi.
Yeah, I told you, I'm busy.
We'll see. We'll see.
What's the
All
red
right.
recording?
Yeah.
So when it's red, it's recorded. So
I hope so.
Okay.
So we got Larry currently on
It
hold.
says right here that it says right here it's recording. So.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
This is our organizational meeting, and the fiscal officer will preside over this, and our regular trustee meeting will follow. So, we're all good?
Do you want to do the pledge?
No,
No.
but we'll do it for the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Julia, you have the floor.
Okay. Every year we do this to vote for the chairman, vice chairman, the Maantua chair of the Maantua Fire Department, and the alternate. So I'll just go through. Looking to entertain a motion for the chairman for 2026.
I will nominate John Festa to be Township Trustee Chairman for the year of 2026.
Second.
A second, okay. And motion to close the nomination.
I think you have to approve that.
Vote for that. Okay. All right, John,
Yes.
it's been a year since they've done. Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
And motion to close the I will entertain a motion to close the nominations.
Are there any other nominations on the floor?
No. Not for me.
And then Julia wants to make a bit of,
Nominations be closed.
Yeah.
I'll make that.
I'll second it.
John?
yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
So now we will do the vote for the chairman for 2026.
I'll make the motion.
John?
Give a second.
Second.
I don't think we need, we don't need a resolution for that.
Grab a second. Yeah. You need a vote.
Right, we need to vote, but we didn't need to do a nomination. Okay. So John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Okay, I need to entertain a motion, or need a motion to nominate for the vice chair for 2026.
I'll nominate Matt Benner for vice chairman.
I'll second it.
Motion to close the nominations. Are there any other nominations?
I think you have to.
Okay. John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yep.
Graham?
Yes.
If there's no more,
No,
are there
there's no
any
further.
other nominations on the floor? No. Okay.
Okay, now I can close it.
Yes.
Motion to close the nomination for vice chair.
I'll make the motion.
Second by
I'll second.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Good.
Now we'll vote for the vice chair. John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Okay, we need a motion to nominate for the representative for the Maantua Shamersville Fire District.
I'll nominate Matthew Benner for Maantua Shamersville Fire District.
I'll second it.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yeah.
Graham?
Yes.
If there's no more nominations for representative, I will make a motion to close the nomination.
Second? He said. John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Okay. Now the vote
motion to close the nomination.
Second.
Who said second? I'll vote John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Okay. And we're gonna vote for,
Graham for alternate fire
Yes.
board.
for the alternate. John,
Yes. For
Yeah.
for the fire board?
for the alternate.
Yes.
Matt and Graham?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we need to ask Carol before we do this. Carol?
I did, Carol actually sent me an email with her report for
The chamber?
the chamber, and I texted her, or emailed her back and asked if she had a problem with us nominating her, and she didn't.
Okay.
But I would nominate Carol for that position anyway. So she's done such a good job for us. I think it would be fair. If she doesn't want to do it, she can resign.
Right, okay.
Agreed.
Okay?
Yep.
So I made a motion to nominate
I'll
her.
make a motion to nominate Carol Bauer to the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
Then I'll second.
And vote John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Okay, done with that.
We don't have to close that, right?
No,
Okay.
because we're not.
Good.
Okay, and then Maantua Township Zoning Commission members on this list, and when their the term runs out, and looks like Mary Ellen was the only one at 25.
There's something missing.
What are you missing? That page. Yes,
Portage-
I see it, I see
For the
it.
Portage County
Yeah.
Regional
Regional
Plan.
planning,
Yes,
To the bottom.
very important.
I got it.
Okay.
We need a
Yeah.
motion for
The regional planning.
regional planning, Matthew.
Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint John to regional planning.
I'll second it.
Sorry, guys.
Is that?
Okay, Graham second. And vote John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Now, gee.
So there's one more. Chagrin River Watershed Partners Representative.
We may go through the motions for that,
Yeah.
but we will have a discussion on moving forward with it.
Yeah, why don't we appoint Graham to that, and then he can, if it develops, at least we have somebody.
That's fine, that's fine,
That way.
that's fine.
Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint Graham to Sugar River Watershed for 2026.
Okay. Second.
I'll second.
John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
You don't, well, you just got yourself.
I'll also make another motion for John Fester to be the alternate to the Sugar Valley Watershed.
You had to say that one fast before you said it.
I did. You didn't see it.
I tried to cut him off, but I couldn't.
Who's second?
Graham did.
Okay.
Vote John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Okay. The alternate for the Regional Planning Commission. We did the representative, we didn't do the alternate.
That's fine. I'll make a motion that we have Graham Harmon be the alternate for the Regional Planning Commission.
Okay, he's the rep already.
What's that? The alternate?
Yeah, he's already the rep for there, so can he be the alternate also?
No,
John.
The regional planning, I'll be the regional
And then
planning.
Graham's gonna be the alternate.
And he nominated Graham to be
Okay.
an alternate, and I'll second.
Vote John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
And then I was nominated for alternate for Chagrin River Watershed.
Got that?
Did we get a vote on it? do the zoning?
Yeah, but we're doing the rest on the same page.
Okay, go ahead.
Taylor's hourly rate right now for 25 is $29. Dan's hourly rate was $27.60. Part-time road was $16.50. Part-time labor minimum wage for 26 is $11 per hour, and the assistant section salary is $18 per hour. Fiscal officer salary is $22,000 annually, $22,990 annually. The assistant fiscal officer is $20 per hour. Zoning inspector salary for the month is $975. The servant salary is $675 per month, including scheduling the rentals. And both zoning boards are paid $40 per meeting. Okay?
The part-time labor rate of $11 an hour, is that like a starting thing, or?
Yes.
I mean, it's awful low.
Yeah, they start out at minimum wage. Yeah, you guys can discuss that when we do them.
This will be for like probably summer help. I know $11.
Get
Oh, but wait,
$11 an hour, let me know where you're getting it, right?
Right.
And you probably don't want to employ them at $11.
No, yeah, that's something that we will discuss.
Zoning commission secretary is paid $75 per meeting. Hearing with an additional $11 per hour if the hearing extends more than 6 hours. The BZA secretary is paid $250 per month with additional $25 per month after 10 hours of service. I need a motion to adopt a mileage rate of 67 cents. Nobody ever should have done mileage, but we have to put it in there.
Yeah, we will we do for
Yeah,
the convention, so. I thought that was, I thought.
Is that the 70 cents?
72.
Yeah, I thought it went up.
Something went up.
Yeah, it went up. Yeah, it went up.
Trustees.
Yeah, we actually was
Mileage reimbursement.
Yeah, we have a zoning inspector that never turns in his mileage either. Okay.
Who wants to do the motion for the 72?
I'll make that motion. I'll make the motion 72 cents per mile for 2026, correct?
Second?
I thought it was like 92.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think Graham seconded.
John?
Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
72.5 cents
Okay, thanks.
for business use. It's the federal standard.
And the zoning commission members, we'll go back to that since.
Yeah.
Mary Ellen was the only one that was due on 12/31/25. And she just gave us
Mary Ellen did hand in
a letter.
a letter to serve, and I will make a motion to appoint Mary Ellen for another term as zoning commission member.
I will second that motion there, Mr. Festa.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes, most definitely.
Great.
Yes.
So are the rest of these dates correct?
They're all taken from Jody Martin.
Jody?
I have-
I'm talking about the zoning commission.
Yes, I looked at those. I looked those up.
Those are good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only one I was concerned about was Joan Martin. Joni. I gotta look at hers.
How did Mr. Pollard get,
You guys renewed it for 2 years last time.
yeah, but this is 29 on here.
Yeah, and it was long. I have it.
Could have been, that would have been,
You
that would
did
have
it
been 4
here.
years.
No, we nominated him last year. We did it 1 year and 1 year, and then we did the longer.
I don't have a problem with it, you know, I didn't know, I just looked at that.
Yeah, I looked that up,
Oh, all
because I was
right.
confused.
You all right with that, Pat?
I'm all right.
He does attend the meetings, so. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. The meetings for zoning remain the second Thursday of each month at 7:30 at the Civic, well, we're not doing it at the Civic Center.
No, everything's here at the town hall.
Town Hall. The Board of Zoning Appeal members are as follows, and like I said, Jody Martin's the only one that had a question. Right, that was last year.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I had down on my paper.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 13 holidays, paid holidays in 2026. The vacation schedule remained the same. Vacation's capped at 5 weeks.
How many holidays did you say?
I'm sorry,
How many holidays?
13?
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Because Juneteenth was, I think, the last one that we gave them.
Yes.
Unfortunately, last federal.
Yes, and they switch Columbus Day. They switch one of them for the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right, that's okay.
The maximum 12 paid sick days, non-accumulated. Doctors release if sick more than 3 consecutive days. Bereavement will be paid as defined in the employee policy manual. Employees will be paid overtime if they work over 40 hours in a calendar week. They're paid begins on the 1st and the 16th. All holidays are paid at 8 hours, and overtime is time and a half. Okay, next is the meetings for calendar 2026.
Meetings are going to be at
Right now, we're the first Thursday of every month.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
I think that was probably going to change here by the next meeting, but for now, I think that will be fine.
Just need a motion.
Don't leave it at 6.
Yeah.
Yes. But, so that's something that we can discuss.
Ran out of 7 last year until we got further into the year.
Okay.
So who's going to do a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Vote, John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
So we're saying first Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. And that is all right, yeah.
Any questions on the organizational meeting, anybody?
I do not.
Graham? I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting, the organizational meeting.
Second.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yeah.
Graham?
Yes.
That was
All right, thank you, Julie. I'm gonna call the trustee regular meeting for first meeting of first meeting of January 2026. We are here to discuss township business. If anybody has any need for any records, please see the fiscal officer. If you have a cell phone, please silence it. And would everybody stand for the pledge? Trustee, please lead the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. We will postpone the minutes for December until our next meeting. So we will not be doing the minutes. We'll move on to fiscal officer report. Julia?
One thing I'd like to do before we do that, if we can, I'd like to introduce Graham Harmon as our new township trustee. I don't know if anybody knows him, but this is Grant.
Hopefully not.
But you will. So, congratulations, Grant.
Well, thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome. Very good.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Need a motion whether we're going to join the Ranaway Shalesville Chamber of Commerce again this year. We have the documents and get it sent in. It's a $75 fee for the whole year.
Yes.
Need a motion for that?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to read a letter from the Portage County Recorder, and I'll give a copy of it to the zoning. But be advised it is duty of the Board of Trustees under 519.11, 519.12 of the Ohio Revised Code to file zoning resolutions and amendments in the office of the county recorder each year. Legislation reduced the recording fees for zoning resolutions to $50 and recording fees for zoning amendments to $20 regardless of the size or the length. And I'm confused by this, they became effective September of '08. So I don't know where that came in at. And then Portage County Regional Planning Center annual. We have 4,603 as of the 2023 Census Bureau, and we get charged 95 cents per resident. So we need to pay them $4,372.85 for the year.
Do you know how many hours we have with them?
I have no idea. Last time I checked.
Well,
the
we'll
time.
find out
Yeah.
because I'll be on the board and that's the third person on the list.
And that is all I have.
Can I get a copy of that thing from the
Zoning?
recorder's office?
Yeah.
Thank you. Any questions for the fiscal officer?
I do not.
I'll make a motion to accept the fiscal officer's report.
Second.
John?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Thank you, Julia. We'll continue with officials' reports. Cemetery section is not here today. Custodians here today. Tim, got anything to report?
I turned in, we had 8 rentals last month. That was a good month. Had some good income on that. And then we have even more uses that weren't rentals, but you know, basketball, baseball, scouts, Marcy. And a lot of people use it besides that. So going through some mopping in there now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I want to tell you, Tim, that I was there yesterday and the place looked at the annex and it looked very, very nice. You can tell you've been putting some time in there.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks good.
Yeah. But I don't think anything else
Good.
is good.
Did the little ones put the tape down for the blue tape?
The basketball did that.
Is that what they
The
did?
basketball are only in there until February 5th is their last Thursday. So when that's done, I can rip that out.
Got it.
They just-
Oh, that's fine.
Oh.
That's painter's tape. It's not.
No,
Yeah, I just wondered what group put that down, that's all.
it was basketball.
Good.
Yeah. Crestwood basketball.
Good.
7th and 8th graders.
Anything for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Any questions for Tim?
Nope, nice job.
Thanks.
Have you looked at the civic sign by chance?
I was in there last night. Yeah, the floor looks
It
great.
really does. Really looks nice. It doesn't squeak. You can walk across that. It's nice.
As soon as that kitchen gets done, it'll be really nice.
Yeah, yep. Put the cabinets in today.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, just the countertop? Same
The countertop, I don't think it was installed. It might have been.
Oh.
It wasn't when I was there earlier.
All right.
So,
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Service department is not here. We will probably talk a little bit about their meeting.
We're going to talk about that in executive session, if we can do that tonight. Yeah.
Zoning inspector's here.
Yes, very nice. Chief Cannon?
Oh, thank you, Chief. How much time do you have?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm going through the first one.
As long as it's no later than 6:45.
No guarantees there, Chief. That short? I'll sit down. Looks like around 35 permits for 2025. It's already going to be starting for 2026. To start out the ongoing very long battle with Dollar General and their conditional permit with the awnings that they were requested to put up, part of their conditions. They put them up. They took them down. They said the building department made them do them temporarily. I don't know why, and they never went back up. And I sent letters, text, calls, nothing. So we had Chad involved, and they still did nothing. I sent Chad the renderings that I had, that they even said they were going to have them. So they called me yesterday, I think, 2 days ago. And I had the developer and somebody else, I don't know if it was their attorney or what, but they had them. They didn't get along with Joe from the building department. He said he's gone, Randy's back up there. But they took him down, they said they sent him in the back, somewhere behind the dumpster, and they come up missing. So they're having them refabricated now, they say. They'll be done by the end of February for $18,000 or something like that. I don't know why for awnings, but I said, so what's a fair time frame before I start getting harassed again? And we agreed in the middle of March. So I said, this is all I want. This is all you got to do is just tell me where you're at with this. And that's all I asked for.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Any questions on Dollar General?
Nope. No, but it's been a long process, that's for sure. So,
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
I visited, I know that I sent, I think most of you text about it on Pioneer Trail, the resident, the neighbor kids and the dirt bikes, and noise, and
Yeah,
he said he was going to reach out to you guys. I said, you're more than welcome to.
I've spoken to
I
him.
can't do any more than I can do for you.
Yeah, I've spoken to him. The kids live with his
Yes.
their grandma next door. I don't know what to.
Well, I told him.
I told him I don't want to get any neighbor disputes.
Great. Well, it's more my job, I guess, than yours anyways, but yeah, I get where he's trying to be, and I said, you have a problem, just let me know. I'm the only one that can do something. I said, he pointed out some things in the backyard of the neighbor, and I said, I'll start now. I don't want them to think it's me as well. Maybe you gotta let me know what to do and when. So I haven't heard anything more on that, but I'll be happy to police that. If it comes up, very nice guy, very nice.
He is.
And I understand what he's trying to do, so I'm appreciative of that. We remember the issue with the Frost Road Church and the easement.
Yes.
I had 100 phone calls back and forth, them trying to mediate because each of them thought they had the easement. And somehow I got myself involved and I shouldn't have. Even Chad said, what are you doing with that? It's not you. You know, why are you wasting time? So I finally exchanged numbers with each other and hope they would break bread, and they seem to have. Haven't heard anything more about anybody else?
I have not.
I have not seen anybody on Sunday driving down there or what. So I don't know, the church is it ongoing or?
He said it's in a pole barn right now, and it's not going to be every day, every week, sporadic. They may have some meals there. Like he's quick to point out, he's right. Federal law allows you to worship where you want.
Well, he has a Facebook page, but it hasn't been updated.
But on his Facebook page, he said he was going to be having gatherings there every week, I thought, according to the fire chief.
And he can do that because we allow that conditional in that area. He said he didn't want any static in that. I said, you won't. You're permitted. They can add some things to it.
Well,
he liked hearing that. Hopefully there's no more issues. They seem to have got it worked out between the two of them, the easement and the speed, and they take the zoning inspectors, the speed enforcer too, because of the driveway. So that seems the one way. More recently, this was the road. Diagonal road, gentleman got a fence, started out fine with his neighbors, following each other's driveways, at parties, whatever. And then they got chickens. They put it close to the property line on the side. And we don't allow small things like under 2 acres if they're over 2 acres, maybe over 3 acres. So that's not a problem. We have nowhere to regulate where they go. And people think we do. A lot of people think, I'm dealing with hiring too in my zoning over there, that they see something on the chat thing or Google or AI, it says you can't, higher-rise code says you can't, right here it is, you can't have, chickens and small fowl in the front yard. But unless the township adopts it, we can't enforce it. So they think it's in there, and, that'd be a whole book on its own, being the higher-rise code on zoning, 519s and stuff. So I try to, I stopped there and talked to them about their chickens and stuff. They do run some free. I said, well, someone's got a problem. Yeah, we know who it is. It's him over there. Went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, got a little ugly, and then it kind of quieted out until 2 days ago. They sent me videos of his fence. They don't, it's on 3 foot under his property because they just had their land surveyed. That's what they all wanted. Supposedly the surveyor was out there who they hired. The gentleman was flipping the surveyor off and MFing them. But I talked to them and they said, well, he was MFing us. So he said, you're MFing him. Why am I MFing this? I don't know the zoning book thing for MFing, pardon the expression, but it got pretty bad on that part. This gentleman said, my daughter found it. You do it. You do have it. And you need to make them move that in the backyard. You voted on it in 24. I said, I've been here since 2020. Tell me we didn't amend anything with chickens in the backyard. Yes, you did. I said, no, yeah, daughter found it in the web. I said, there's other animal townships. Nope, Joyce, I got it for wrong. He said, Zimmerman, your guy on the board, Zimmerman there. I said,
Zimmerman.
Yeah. So it didn't take long to go, Zimmerman, man, Gloucester County, New Jersey.
Yeah.
They changed their rules in April 24 about chickens in the backyard. How can they say? So that followed up with what you need to change. I said, that's a big process. Trustees just can't go, okay, they're in the backyard. It's a whole monthly long process.
And it'll probably be grandfathered anyhow. It's after the fact.
Oh, yeah. So back and forth, the nails are coming through. They videoed it. They don't want to fall on their kids. And I said, what's the reason for the re-evidence that falls is more than, 6 foot tall. So 6 is a limit. Well, it's 7. Okay, make it 6. Okay, I'll make it 6. You have no idea. So you say don't make it 6.
So obviously he didn't read the code.
And I gave him his permit even, and this is why we give the permit, is so we can explain.
Right.
You didn't hire than 6, 5% open light there. Excuse me.
Hey, but you don't have to have a permit for a fence, do you?
We have it on the fee schedule,
I saw that
but we don't have it
in the zone.
in the zone, I don't think.
I don't think it is either.
So most people allow that I zone for, or trustee for, on the line, but most people we recommend move it over so you can get
so you
in
maintain
case you fight with them.
And then
We were the odds.
4 foot in front of the house, right?
4 foot around the front to the back.
Right,
We do have that. Yeah. But no permit. It doesn't say we require a permit for it. This 6 foot around with 5% opacity to light and air. I don't know how you measure that. So he sent a message today and said he's going to lower it to 6 foot and the waste is coming and he's had water and soil and it's a mess. Anyways, just to touch on real quick, regional planning, what we talked about was brought up and you're probably familiar with Shayersville. People want to bring data centers in, that's the biggest thing, like solar fields. And they're a little noisy, they consume a lot of water, put out a lot of hot water for cooling whatever these AI data centers are. And someone said in the regional planning that they use so much electricity that even raising the rates for what was around it. I'm not sure. That's a
I've been reading about I thought the commissioners settled on it.
The commissioners, if it's 50 megawatts or greater, that's a lot.
That's a lot, that's a,
They have to say yes or no in your township. But their vote is, if the trustees here say no, then they're gonna tell the person no.
I'm pretty sure we have a resolution on the books that said,
The problem is gonna be
didn't we do that?
we did
Yeah.
to follow them on that, right?
Yeah.
The problem is under 50 megawatts is up to you. You know, do we need to be specific? That's a lot of panels still.
Yeah, where are they gonna get that kind of?
Under 50 is a lot of panels. So you want to have somebody put in there, you know, maybe conditional that there's got to be reclamation when these are done, these panels that so you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
You want them in the backyard, it's going to be a glare factor. There's no noise like windmills. But there's a lot, because if not, they come and suck up, you know, a lot of this land. It's under 50. It's still a huge chunk of land. And, you know, if they can put it right in the front, you know. Right now, when someone comes to me and has a solar panel on one ground mounted, we treat it as an accessory structure, like it's a shed or something. But you start getting them.
And I know we got so much too. We got some up on Frost Road, we got them on their house, you know, and that's good.
Right.
That's actually where they belong anyway,
Yeah.
you know.
Even if on the yard,
Yeah.
better sunlight, fine, but you're gonna start to get into these 30, 40 megawatts, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Something for you guys to take a look at.
We've talked and talked and talked about that.
Well, Wyndham's going to start proactively doing something, because somebody's signed a lease for it already. So we try to find the notes when we put a moratorium on, that doesn't last forever.
Right.
So we need to address it in the book.
Right, that's what we did, John's moratorium, I think, didn't we? Yeah.
Well, I intend to call all boards meeting, probably, hopefully we can do something in March or April, where we can get everybody together and discuss our path forward, a lot of this stuff, just not this, Rich. There's a lot that we need to talk about. Things are changing rapidly.
They are changing.
And we need to be ready.
You get them to reclaim, how do you ever get them, don't file bankruptcy and walk away from it, because it's gonna be a heck of a lot cheaper for them to do that than it is gonna be to
And you can
reclaim.
take the property with it, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's what
If you cannot allow it. you
Yeah,
know.
right.
Or if they don't clean up and you do, it just goes on their taxes, you know, they won't be able to sell it, clean, without lien, yeah. Chamberlain, I've been working with a guy and I can't find a good answer. Chamberlain's south of 82 on the west side, like Caddy Corner, more down towards, across from Cantex. He lives in a nice place, neighbor's got a bunch of trucks and stuff parked there. He's trying to tell me it was 2 lots at one time and one was industrial, commercial, the other one wasn't. Now he's combined them and he's making it all industrial, and our maps don't show that. I'm trying to find a map prior to the last map that we have online in our zoning book to see what it was before, because that would be grandfathered non-conforming. Somebody calls me once a week, and I keep telling them to remind me. I'm trying to talk to Lynn, she thought she had another map, something previous. I may have to go to the records, the recorder, because we record our books every year and maps, and they should have something that was the last update, you know, prior to this one, 2011 or whatever the heck it was. Trying to find out, you know, how that works. And it's tough to find out what the property was. I told the gentleman I've been talking to, I looked on the aerial map back to the 1950s, and it doesn't show 2 lots. It's one, or vice versa. So I'm still working on that.
Is that an industrial,
Yeah, that's a tree.
industrial section? Is that
It's part of it on that side. I'm not sure it covers his property now. He did it before because it's obviously been construction for years of some kind. So if he's doing it, you know, and it's non-conforming, if it sits idle for 2 years, then we can, you know, do away with it. But if it's actively going and this guy doesn't like the noise, he said maybe you can at least put up, you know, a fence. So
did you refer him to the BZA by any chance?
I did. I'm just trying to do homework and find out myself how this was zoned. Is it legal non-conforming?
Well, if they keep going the way he's going, he's not gonna worry about it because, he's been called by the EPA several times for his burning that he's been doing out there.
Oh, yeah, it is okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. John, we talked to that guy. That's the guy right there at the corner of Chamberlain and, just,
Oh, yeah.
By the river?
yeah. Yeah, under the tracks, yeah. The guy has the house south of that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
EPA's, the fire department's won 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And then they said, that's it. So,
All right. And finally, thank God.
hey, you just
Pretty good, we got another 5 minutes to go.
This is very small. Just to let you know, Roundup Lake
Yes.
bought some more property and they want to, extend the campground. And hard to find the code about that stuff. It's really hard to read, for me sometimes when they change it up to that commercial development or whatever. And Chad seems to think if it was non-conforming, Lynn doesn't think it was, but if it is, then you can't make non-conforming more non-conforming. So they want it rezoned. I said, that's gonna be tough, that's hard to do. But I said, it's your money, you can try. Absolutely.
That's the property on Frost there. That was someone.
He might have
butts up to
Gould,
Yeah.
was it Gould's farm?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know where they're at.
Do you know how many acres they bought?
I
heard
do
it was a
not.
lot.
Yeah, quite a bit, I'm sure, but I do not know the exact number. I haven't heard any more since I told them that's about the options unless we find something else that's different.
Well, that's why I think that the all boards meeting is very important, so we all need to get on, we kind of split apart there, because we haven't had one for 2 years.
Mhm.
So we definitely need to do that. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe late March or early April, when things start to heat up again.
I think that's a fantastic time because we'll just be getting back, not just from the conference.
Yeah, right.
And that's an educational,
Right.
wonderful thing. We might learn some new things and
It absolutely is.
find out, because I plan on bringing some things to the zoning commission. I know it's kind of a job to make resolution. Things are changing, times are changing as we see data centers.
Now's the
It was
time.
wind, and now it's solar. And things that I see, it is my job to come to you and say, man, this is getting, you see more and more variances for people wanting their garage equal to their house. They can have it here, but not here, or in the front, because we're not putting the driveway around the back, and
Right.
and so they want variance. That's telling us, maybe something we should look into. I know it doesn't probably always look good, but you see so many variance requests on something.
yeah, it's easier to do it now than it is later sometimes.
Yeah. And I think that's all I have.
That's it. Anything else that's really pressing, or just normal stuff?
Just some normal stuff that I have to address. Now that it's first of the year, I need to tighten up and send some things over, I guess, to the court system for some violation.
I don't have anything for you, Rich. I think you're doing a good job. It's not an easy job, but I know you're doing a good job, so.
Been interesting.
Do you have anything on your neighbor?
Well, I believe they denied him his permit. And he just claimed it agriculture, it's just gonna go ahead.
Forcibly.
Down on Manly Center right there, right across from Solon Sand used to be.
It's exactly what he did. Can't remember the name, and that wasn't when he recommended it to him. I don't offer that.
No, he went
Somebody
agriculture.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough. That's a pretty tough thing.
Well, but when people come to the board of the zoning appeals and they're asking to do stuff, because I did go to the meeting where he pulled his permit, and he wanted his money back as well. And when the meeting was coming close to the end, I questioned why he would have pulled his permit, and it was different. Everybody in the board had a different idea of how he could have built that building and stayed within his perimeters of what was following the zoning guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
And which is all fine and well, but it was going to take, if say that building was going to cost him $20,000 to do it, now it's going to be $40 because he's going to have to build on the side of a hill to make it back even with his house. And so, sometimes I think, and zoning's the worst, probably one of the worst jobs there is, and even on the Board of Appeals or whatever, but if you make it so difficult for somebody, you took a situation, in my opinion, that you had control of, because you could have controlled the siding color on there. You could have kind of controlled where he put the building. And you lost that because you were gonna make it so expensive for him to build that building. That's really a loss to the zoning board of appeals because they could have controlled that moving forward. Now they have no control. The guy can do whatever he wants.
He put it where he wants.
Yeah. And I don't agree with that. I mean, that's a state, I think that's a state thing. That's the biggest bunch of BS that there is. You know, you have to have 10 acres to get a CAUV tax. Why can you claim agricultural on less than 10 acres?
5, greater than 5.
Yeah, that's
I
the way
lost that
it is.
at 5.01.
Doesn't it come down to how much money you make on that property as
For
well?
CAUV, but if you're 6 acres and you're not CAUV and you're just doing barn, the burden of proof is on the township to say, man, I think he's got a machine shop or a body shop in there, you know, or something, you know, and it's hard because I'm not allowed to go and say, surprise, let me see. They get it, I know, when I'm writing, I know that, yeah, I'm gonna have, I think, some goats and, okay.
Yeah, we had an experience with that, didn't we? Goats.
Yes.
Goats or pigs?
Pigs.
First, so you're actually line of sight, right? You can't just go on somebody's property, like if they got something going on the back side of the property.
No.
You can't or you can't? You can't, that's what I thought.
I can go up to the front door. I was always taught when I first started doing this 15 years ago to knock and ask some things and get your best eye view of everything because they can say, get, and you can't, that's it. Without a search warrant, which I've done for junk cars and iron. They'll do it for that, but it's not easy.
Yeah, there's some lingering stuff from the past that we need to look at. So we need to get this stuff.
All boards meeting?
Yeah, we need to get that together. So we can sit here and talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't do us no good. So. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm already like, okay.
Anything else?
No, unless you have something more for me, it's.
I don't really have. I'm sure there's rules that you made that you talked to people about that they weren't happy with, but we haven't had anybody come to the meeting and complain about anything lately.
Yeah.
So.
Anybody have anything for zoning inspector?
Well, I was at the meeting too with the guy that was building the barn, and I agree. You know, the confusion, if you remember, had to do with, he had a swimming pool in the back, and under the BZA, they said that was considered a structure. And I said to him, I asked him, I said, so how about a kiddie pool that's 3 feet around that a 2-year-old can get into? Is that considered a structure? And they said, yes. And it's like, that's not a structure, it's a kiddie pool.
When I heard that was the biggest joke, how serious they were about this. You guys are kidding me. Because you can only have 2 accessory two structures. You know, so if your pool's one and your shed's one, you're out.
Yeah, I know.
It's not right.
And so I told him, I said, well then, why
It's not
doesn't,
right.
let's just call it a pole building because he's got chickens. And he could put his chickens, he's got like 14 chickens, it's like they were in another little shack out there. It's like, put them in the back of your building. And now it's an ag building because, you know, you've got chickens and sell eggs and stuff. And,
Sure.
And they said, well, yeah, but he called it just a pole building. And it's like, withdraw your application. Then BZA doesn't need to be involved. And you can see the way how it drops like that. That, you know, he was just trying to do the right thing and, you know, he just kind of screwed himself. So, yeah, that's...
Anybody else anything for?
No, I did. No.
Tom, move on.
But I did give you a little thing on, you know, those on roads that are not ours. But zoning still has a way to make some issues there, but you gotta take a look at that.
Okay.
Take a look at that. I don't want to bring it up too much.
No, do some little homework. And
Yeah. It's just something that I found. I thought you'd be interested in. I gave everybody a copy.
I am, and it's good. And unfortunately, I'm told this.
So that it goes
not admissible in court.
into it goes into private roads with structures in the township, and it also deals with mobile home parks too. Same thing. I got it rated. It's really
Okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to it because this has been gnawing on me when I get an attorney.
Okay. Don't want to cut you short, but thank you.
In my mind.
Sure, bro.
All right.
For everything.
We're going to go into trustee reports. So, I did put it in the agenda. I did want to go over some highlights of that we accomplished 2005. I think we have a little bit of bragging rights, and I'd like to go over them. If you guys don't mind, it won't take long. So some of the things that the trustees did in 2025 was quite a bit, right? Yeah. So I'll start off. I have 10 of them. So first one, we paid off the school lane property, which was a big deal. And again, we used a lot of this money from the government to do this, but we were offered it and we were going to spend it wisely. The other thing we did, we refurbished that historical sign outside the building here. We put a new roof on the town hall. We put a new roof on School Lane. We purchased and installed new speed safety signs. That was on there. We bought a brand new Caterpillar excavator. We completed the town square sewer system outside here. We completed the underground utilities hookup for the service center. We bought and completed a new park pavilion for residents. We completed the new columbarium at West Lawn. We completed and finished the new section at West Lawn. We completed just recently, and it's almost done, 99%. The Civic Center flood mitigation repair, new flooring. The new flooring is absolutely beautiful. We completed, and we also completed on the outside, completed the new concrete steps and poured the pad out there. Not only that, all that stuff that we did, we still ran day-to-day operations in the township.
We did.
Right? Yep. So, and I also would like to...
I forgot about something that we did.
Yeah. And I would also like to take the opportunity, and I would also like to thank Susan Lilly for her many contributions that she did for the township while she served as trustee. And we wish her well, wish her the best moving forward, Susan. And I would also like to, you stole my thunder. And I would also like to welcome new trustee Graham Harmon on the board, and have every confidence that the current board will match and most likely exceed all expectations that the residents put on us for 2026. So just wanted to make that something to be proud of, and for us guys to move forward. And I think we'll accomplish quite a bit more.
Something gonna happen.
Good job.
But we couldn't have done it without our fiscal officers.
That's right.
Obviously.
And
Thank you.
and assistance.
Thanks to the village too.
So thank you all. It was a great year.
Went fast.
I wouldn't want to bend
I think
either one of you guys'
everything
shoes.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't want to bend either one of you guys' shoes to try to manage that money from the federal government. What a disaster.
We'll get done with one and start another one.
Much appreciated.
Okay, so let's tackle the
Thank you.
Take care, Chief. You're good.
Thanks, Rich.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Let's tackle the lawn maintenance agreement for 2026. I gave you guys a couple of sheets there. The first one is the invitation to bid. We'd like to put out some bids for landscapers. We'd like to get as many as we can to bid on it. So the first one is our invitation to bid, and I attached the legal notice to it. And Michelle's going to send out some of those letters to potential bidders. I made a list for you, and I will help you if you need it. I attached the legal notice. I'd like everybody to take a look at it. Were you guys able to take a look at the legal notice? We have to get that in as fast as we can. And then we have the contract itself. I'd like everybody to take a quick look at it and see if there's any questions that you have. Matthew, you were able to take a look at the contract itself?
Oh, yeah, I did. The only thing I thought, John, we probably should put the hours that they can pick them up at the service department. That's the only thing that I thought, if we could add to that, but that's fine, the way it is.
And if we can get that legal notice in as soon as possible, we have to do like 3 days, right? When would be?
If I get it sometime one day,
So I had it opening on the 12th, but I think we want to move the meeting, Matt, we want to move the meeting to the 2nd.
February 2nd.
Of February. So it's a Monday. Because we already postponed January's.
Alright, so we're going to do the regular meeting February 2nd?
Yes, and we're going to open the bids on February 2nd.
And at 6 o'clock?
Yes, and it's in the contract as well, so.
Julia, the only question I have in the legal notice is where it says the complete lawn maintenance contract and specifications are available for review online at www.manawaytownshipohio.gov/announcements. Hard copies may be obtained at the Manaway Township Service Department, and it gives the address 11621 Manaway Center Road, Manaway House 44255. Should we have the hours of operation in that?
Yeah.
So they can't say that they stopped at 7 o'clock and there was nobody there to get bid?
So we could say,
Normal business hours?
7 to 3.
Yeah. On business days, normal business days.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good catch, thank you.
Yeah.
Because the guys always have copies of the contract. We always give them bidders walk through, give a copy. There's a copy online too as well. So, yep. We want
Other than that, very nice job, writing it up, John. It looks good.
to make sure that we get as many people as we can. to bid.
I have a feeling you're gonna have a little different outcome this time.
We certainly want Michelle.
John, what's the name of the contract? Enterprise? What was the name of it last year?
Industrial.
Industrial, well,
2 years ago.
what?
These are for 2 years.
Twinsburg, John, or Independence? What were they out of?
They're out of,
I'm trying to think.
I thought they were out of like Oakwood or
Yes.
Bedford.
Bedford.
Yeah, a very good,
Yeah, very good, very helpful.
yes, they've been very, very good, so. Michelle, did I give you a list?
Yes, yeah, we have it. Yes, I have. Are you talking about the list?
Okay, yes.
Yes, we have.
And then this one here, you need to call, you'll need to call them and find out, they're somewhere here.
Burning River?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Call for address,
Okay.
no problem.
You want a motion for this, John?
I do, I think we should get it going as soon as
Okay.
possible.
All right. You want to make a motion?
What do we make a motion on?
To send it out to bid.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Second.
John,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Number 2. Town Barrier, we would like to get that going as soon as possible, but I think what we should do, and these are not for you, this is for you guys to look at. We don't need to do this right away. But I was thinking what we can do though is to have like a waiting list, like people that want to go. I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't. We may not even want to do that. We could wait. But in it, in this contract that I wrote up, I got the fees crossed out. I was thinking that for the Calabria, we should have tiered. The top row would be one price, the middle row would be another, bottom would be. So if you guys could look through this, next meeting, and get together on it.
I will. And actually, what I'm going to do too is reach out to some other communities that have these and see how they deal with it.
Right. Right, I did do, there is going to be an opening and closing fee, and there's going to be the one fee for, when people want to put those plaques on there.
Oh, yeah.
For the rating.
Yeah.
Those all have to be done by us. Right?
Yeah, right. So that would be another form that they would have to fill out, so we can get on there whatever they want to put on it. Then we would submit that
To the engraver, right.
yeah.
So-
Other cemeteries have.
So there's more work that needs to be done, I just wanted to put this together
Yeah.
to get it going. Okay? So the next one we got to do is the pavilion. Right. We need to have policy on hand, a fee schedule, which I have on there. I think that and there's going to be two different, well, the way I have it, two different fees, one for residents and one for non-residents. Of course, the trustees take precedence, so that's something I'd like you guys to look at. Do you have any upgrades or anything that you want to add to that, or take a look at it at the next meeting?
Well, the first thing we need to do, when we do this, is we need to get the electric into that. So we might as well start trying to figure out what we need to do with that.
Right.
And I would say probably should board that.
So this is not for today.
No, I know, but, spring will be here before you know it, so we probably ought to start moving on getting the power on.
Right, you're gonna have to look for benches, you're gonna have to look for a bunch of stuff. So I think it's gonna be nice though.
Oh, yeah, just sign it. It's all shit. It's all set, it's all jet. But then we it's across the street.
Are we planning on shutting down the driveway? We're not gonna leave the driveway open like that, are we?
John, what do you I'm
Not a through driveway like that.
What's that?
Not a through driveway.
I already saw that.
You want to consider it? So the last one we might need to talk more about today is the turnover, the transfer for the septic system to the church. I have a couple of calls out for septic pumpers. We're going to do that before we turn that over. We're going to clean that all up. So if you want to take a quick look at the transfer, at the release, this is something we're going to have to offer the church. But we don't want to have that. Right. We have a sewer now. We don't need that.
Did Chad look at that? Did Chad look at this?
No, he didn't. I don't intend to approve this today, but I do intend to talk about this.
But you're right.
Moving forward.
It does.
So this is going to be a conversation that we're going to have with the church. I think that's all I have. Did you have anything to add?
No, the only thing I was going to tell you.
Graham, is there anything?
The only thing that I have is I reached out to the county because there was a resident on Spencer Park or River Beach that reached out and wanted to know who was responsible for the potholes in the road.
I went down there last year, yeah.
Yep. And I told her, I said, it's not us, 'cause it's all private. I said, it's probably going to go back onto either all the residents that share that driveway. I said, or the guy that you guys all bought that property from, there could be an easement and you'd have to check that to see if there's some kind of legal description or legal agreement or whatever it may be for the drive. So I contacted Mike Collins from the Portage County Engineer's Office because of roads, and he couldn't find a thing on it, how far he could go back. There was nothing saying any kind of buddy was responsible. He couldn't even find out who the original landowner was.
For the road.
Right, that goes back to the land side. Yeah. Well, it's been there since we were kids. So anyhow, just a little update with that there really is not a whole lot we're responsible for that.
Well, here's what I found out. It's called the law. Those are private roads. So what I found out is so let me read this. It says what Maantua townships must do, may do, and must not do. So these are private roads. They contain private residents. They are not platted as public subdivisions. They are not dedicated to the township. So those roads are not dedicated to us. They are not accepted into the township road inventory. And residents pay township taxes and vote, but the roads remain private property. So really, we don't plow, but we do provide them but the township does provide them with fire protection,
Absolutely.
right? For EMS, law enforcement. And then I didn't know that there's zoning enforcement. There's still zoning
Yeah.
on those, so the zoning has like setbacks, side setbacks, right? You can't just,
Because there was an issue years ago with one of the houses that wanted to, I think they wanted to buy a lot and put an addition on. I do believe it's been a long, long time ago. Because they got the fire department, I was still working in 2008, they got the fire department involved in that. And it goes way back a long time ago. And I don't know what the outcome of it was. It was beyond that, we didn't have anything in it. Fire department wise.
but you have to go put out a fire.
Oh, absolutely, sure, yeah.
Oh.
Plus, the other thing too, you know, that people don't realize, those roads never even meet our spec to begin with, their county spec.
Right.
They're barely drivable.
Right, yeah, it's horrible.
There's no infrastructure, there's no storm sewers, there's nothing, culverts.
No, because that river raises up and that house is way down on the backside of there.
Right. Well, it's the same thing with the mobile home park.
Yeah, sure.
It's the same thing, those are private roads, we don't, you know, we have to provide them with services, but we don't do anything about the road.
Right.
So when they ask you, hey, you're gonna fix the potholes, it's like,
Right.
we don't do that.
I remember when I first became a trustee, we had an issue up there when they weren't plowing that, do you remember? When they weren't plowing the park? And I said, you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, I said in an emergency situation, we would probably do that if we're available. But I said the fire department has plow trucks that they could use if the fire department's going and they know that they needed to send a pickup truck there to plow a little bit, they could do that. But that was the fire department's issue, not ours. But I said that we would go in if we had to at some point under emergency conditions.
I'm surprised they didn't set up some kind of homeowners association when they did that everybody pays so much a month, and then that covers the roads, you know.
And those roads were bad, right? Oh, you know. And I'm surprised that the new owners haven't done something
Yeah, they
like
could
that.
do that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And still, they could go in there and set it up, and that would be the smart thing to do.
Yep. Because it is getting to be better, they're putting some nice homes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have three of those. We have those, River Beach and down there. We have the home park, and we also have the picnic area up there. So those are all private roads.
Jellystone.
Yeah. Anything else, Matt?
Not under that, no.
Graham, you have anything to add to that? Well, we can go to public comment. Mark Hall. You're up.
Two items, the next Restoration Society fundraiser dinner is tomorrow from 4 to 7. And I had a question here. You talked about a meeting on February 2nd.
Yes.
Was that the meeting that you referenced here in the February meeting change?
Yes.
Okay. And the second is on what day?
Monday.
On a Monday?
Yes.
We have our training the end of that week down in Columbus.
Ohio Township Association seminar conferences that week.
And let's see, that's the first Monday of the month. BZA doesn't have anything going on, do they?
No, they're usually
No,
the
they're-
third.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay.
And the 18th.
You might want to just let them know. For that. That's all I have.
That's it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nothing in there, thanks.
Mary Ellen. Terry.
Nothing for now.
Man, this was
Quick and
easy.
easy.
Right.
Okay, we are going to go into executive session.
Thank everyone for coming. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to everybody.
I gotta read. We're gonna make a motion to go into executive session under Ohio Revised Code 121-22, public meetings exceptions, to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
I'll make that motion.
It's okay.
Hey.
Graham seconds.
Yes. Yes.
My mom, I texted her, she said that the people on down there, the people down there on the road. Forever.
That's what I thought.
Forever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say that without knowing that for sure.
Right, yeah, I texted her.
Right, so
That's down.
I don't know.